Hey everyone, Jeremy J here with another video. Sunday afternoon in my condo. I hope you all are doing amazing today. Today's video is about alchemy. Alchemy. Well, that's an interesting subject. What is it? To put it in very simple terms, because simple is about as much as I can understand. In ancient times, alchemy was taking lead, a lesser form of metal, and turning it into a higher or more noble form of metal, gold. Lead to gold. Taking something that exists, making it more. So one of the philosophies or the practices of life that I've been working on as I've been on my own, on my life path, is the acceptance of things are, the acceptance of things how they are, regardless of how I want them to be. And chances are in all areas of life, there's things that you want to be different with your body, with your living space, friends, family, loved ones, workplace, your own business, your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your whatever the situation is. Chances are there's things you're like, gosh, I want this thing to be this way. And what I'm saying is, alchemy does not take things external to you and magically bend them to your will. That's control. That's control of people and things, and that does not work. It takes away people's free will. It's slavery, in my opinion. If you're trying to get people and circumstances to magically conform to you, you're looking to the wrong place to do alchemy, to transmute. To perform alchemy is to look at all situations in your life, everything, and say, and your body's very intuitive. I mean, we're not always correct. Sometimes there's things that happen where like, I didn't see that coming. But in large part, good part, our feelings and our bodies are very intuitive. Right now, you can take your life and everything in it and give a pretty good, like if you had to go give a battle report to an army, you could do a pretty good job of giving that battle report. I feel like this. I'm headed this direction in my career. I've made this much progress on my business. I've made these new friends. I went on this date, or I met this person, or I wrote this page for a book, or lots and lots of different things. And you could craft a page. I would even encourage you to do this in your journal if you have one, or just a piece of paper, is give a battle report of your life, the truth of your life and all the situations in it, and just start with the truth and say, okay, this piece of paper, or papers, maybe you have tons of stuff going on and it takes you like 10 sheets of paper. I want to meet you if you're doing that. Maybe that's what it takes. So now you have this battle report, the truth of your life. Excellent. That truth of your life? Great. So now what you're going to do is you're going to have this truth, and inwardly you're going to take that truth and you're going to not transmute that truth. You're not going to touch that truth. You're going to transmute yourself. You're going to perform alchemy on yourself and how you perceive all the situations happening. So take a moment and think about this for a second, because you do not change external circumstances through force, through trying to manipulate and control them. You change your life circumstances and what's going on by changing yourself. Perform alchemy on yourself. If you have lost your job, turn that metal into gold. There's certain things you can do. When one door closes, what's the next part? Another door opens. Begin to perceive situations like that. That's how you perform alchemy in your life. By doing that, you can take the greatest tragedy and turn it into the greatest blessing. My cat Sneaker died a few days ago. Wonderful cat. I miss her. But this has become a blessing now, because my view is, what a wonderful life form. I celebrate her life. She's in the next part of her existence. That's cool. That's incredible. Whatever that next part of her existence is. And I celebrate her life. I honor her memory in my heart. Well, there it is, somewhere around there. Every situation you could list out all the situations in your life. How is this situation awesome, amazing, positive, and going to help me on my life path? Just go through every situation. And begin to look at everything as a blessing and opportunity versus, that's so terrible. This sucks. Believe me, I know how to do that. If you need advice on how to look at something painfully, I'm the chief of that. But I've realized that way of thinking doesn't serve. Yes, honor your feelings. Cry if you need to. Get angry if you need to. Your body is telling you something to feel. Release it. Release that out of your body. And then ask questions. How is this situation positive? What have I learned? Who am I becoming? What can I apply for future situations from this one? How can I view this situation such that I become a more uplifting, joyful, happy person? This is how you perform alchemy on yourself. And as you do this, day after day, week after week, you're transforming yourself. You're transforming yourself. All of a sudden, that same person, that same situation, that same experience becomes totally different. I'll give an example. There was some hard experiences I had as a child, where as a child I was a young boy, and I would write in a journal, but I was just afraid, terrified, and didn't know what was going on. That memory and experience stays with me now to age 39, almost 40. Now here I am as an almost 40-year-old man. I can go back to my younger self and say, hey, you're loved, man. It's okay. You're going to be okay. The future's going to come and you're going to be okay. And I transmute that experience in my mind to something new. Now I have this memory of myself in my bedroom crying, and me, right here, me, walks through a magic portal and reaches out to my younger self and says, hey, you're going to be okay. and that's now inserted into that memory. Wow. The transmutation of your past experiences as you move forward in life, you learn, you grow stronger. You can make those past experiences better. As you do this, as situations arise, as something that seems difficult arises, you are now the type of person who looks at things positively, optimistically, coolly, calmly. Situation. Okay. Hello, situation. How you doing? I got this. Focus, alchemy, and the transmutation process on yourself, your thoughts, your beliefs, how you view things. For about 3 hours a day now, I'm listening to guided meditations, uplifting dialogue, what is possible, thinking a certain way, thinking in the way of someone who is on a path in life, focusing on the good, picturing myself in my mind. Who is the greatest version of Jeremy? What is he doing? How does he speak? What does he say? Where does he go? How does he handle situations? And as I do this, floods of memories come to my mind. Floods of memories. I'm like, oh yeah, I did that. I did that in this situation and this one. There's been hundreds of times in my life where I've vibrationally rose to the occasion. And I can relive that experience in my mind and saying, how was I thinking? What was I doing? And there's a set of common things. 1, I was following my heart. 2, I was completely detached from any outcome of the experience. 3, I was just focusing inwardly on pure instinct and joy and love and whatever I was feeling without fear of what anyone else thought. So I've had bursts of that. And I take those bursts and I say, okay, what brought me into that? That's who I am. I perform alchemy on myself and say, this is who I am. Relive those experiences. See myself in that light. Don't focus on the times I fumbled and stumbled. I tripped over my feet. I became weak. Nothing wrong with being that way. We're all human. I'm sure in the future there's going to be experiences where I am less than up to the task for the experience. But as I've been incorporating seeing myself in the light of when I'm at my best, saying that's who I am. That's who I am. It's starting to take root in me. It's transmuting who I am. And for you have the same capacity. There has been moments in your life, and maybe it's all the time for you, I don't know. But if you're looking to become a better version of yourself, handle future situations better than in the past, look at your moments of brilliance. You can recall them. And what were you thinking and doing and feeling? What were you like in that moment? That's you. That's your real true self there. And start flooding yourself with that's you. Because that really is you. That's your potential as a human, to be that way all the time. I'm working at it. I'm on the path. But as I've been on this path and I study, I'm starting to see that this is a big piece of the puzzle, the performance of alchemy on yourself, to take the experiences in your life where you were at your best and to draw from that and flood yourself with those memories and feelings and thoughts. And been doing this a lot. Alchemy. Perform alchemy on yourself. To perform a little alchemy on the camera. It looks like it got a little blurry. This is Jeremy J saying, I appreciate you. Love you very much. Flood yourself with those amazing memories and incorporate that into how you see yourself. Namaste. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.